Hi, ASI YP, Rebecca here. I have a special guest with me. Just want to introduce you to Tim Kosaka, who is the founder of Adventist Young Professionals. Tim, we're so glad you could share with us today. Can you just tell us what in the world is Adventist Young Professionals?
Well, thank you so much for having me on the program today. Adventist Young Professionals is a network by and for young professionals of our church. And our goal is to connect, engage, and equip young adults personally, spiritually, and professionally. So often young people are raised in an Adventist environment where they're surrounded by great individuals. They go to an Adventist school, they have a great church family. And often we, graduate from college and we enter the real world, we start a career. And so often we're just one of a few, if not the only young Adventists in our environment. And so we seek to really help support individuals in that stage of their journey.
Really nice. Can you tell me more? Like, what kind of
Yeah,
ways do you connect young professionals in?
definitely. So obviously we're in a very unique time. COVID-19 has changed our world, and I think it's created a need and an opportunity for us to really serve the church, to serve the ministry, to serve young adults in this generation. And so we have a mix of virtual, and eventually we'll have some in-person opportunities. So starting with some virtual things that we do. Earlier this year, when COVID-19 was beginning, we started AYP Devotionals, which is basically a daily devotional that streams on Facebook and that brings young adults from across the US and around the world together. And we've seen a lot of great relationships being formed, a lot of great friendships. We also are in the process of developing a variety of groups, AYP groups. And the idea is that young people who want to connect with others who share an interest with them and who may want to connect with people who are beyond their local area, we want to create a platform and a system where they can do that. So whether these are young evangelists or young business people or young writers, we want to create a system where we have group leaders and we have some structure, but where we're also empowering individuals to innovate and to connect and to build engaging relationships with one another. And obviously with the name professionals, we really want to help people to develop as professionals in a real world environment, but more specifically as Adventists entering the corporate environment. And so AYP Profiles is an element that we are working on developing that will basically be a social network website where people can create an account, where they can connect with others who share an interest with them, and where they can actually see job and internship postings by Adventists across the world, and where they actually can also connect with a mentor who will actually be screening and helping to connect young people with more seasoned Adventists in their industry. And so those are kind of the virtual programming options that we are developing and that we have going. And our goal is to connect that, to kind of combine that with in-person networking opportunities through our ambassador team. So currently we have teams across the United States, as well as teams developing in Canada, Australia, and Liberia. And the idea is that in any area that we have a presence, our goal is that we would have ambassadors who are passionate young adults who are Adventists and who are passionate about, growing networks and growing friendships and really building community. And that each ambassador would be connected with 1 to 2 dozen young Adventists who seeks to grow their community. And the goal is that these people are located within an hour of one another, but are from different churches, and that they're able to build community with others who they may not otherwise get to know. And the goal is that these groups of people can utilize the structure and the resources of AYP and pair that with the innovation and the creativity of young adults to do events, to do projects, to do ministry together, and to grow together as an engaged generation of Seventh-day Adventists.
Wow, that is so awesome, Tim. Just sounds like you just have a full package deal right there.
I mean, it's by the grace of God, and
Amen.
definitely with a growing team, we're blessed, and
That
we're
is
trusting Him
amazing.
in each step. So,
So just real quickly, can you share
yeah.
with me like what inspired you to create this huge network and this platform? What's the why behind it?
Yeah, so people ask me this question quite often, and the cool and surprising thing is that, my vision was definitely not as big as it's become. I think that this has definitely been a God thing, and as I've trusted Him and let Him lead, I've seen, this network really grow beyond what I ever comprehended. But as a young person, as a high schooler, I remember my youth director in the Washington conference sharing the staggering statistics of how many young adults are, straying from Adventism or straying from Christianity in that path, following college in that young adult life cycle. And I was blessed as I graduated from Walla Walla University to be offered a job at Southwestern Adventist University, where I'm surrounded by holistic individuals who share in my faith. I found a wonderful Adventist church environment, younger generation church here in Texas, that I was able to get involved in and build some good community with Adventists. But at the same time, I saw many of my friends kind of straying from the faith, not having the same opportunities that I had because they were, alone in the journey. And that really inspired me to try to make a difference and to trust God and to follow his lead in that.
Amen. Wow, that is powerful. Well, just to wrap it up, Tim, how can young professionals get involved? You shared with us so much and why you are doing what you're doing. How do we get in? How do we access this?
Yes, for sure. So we would love to connect with young professionals from no matter where you're from, no matter if we have a chapter in your area or not. We have a variety of resources that we would love to connect with you through. I think there's a link that's going to be put on the bottom of the screen that goes to our website, AdventistYoungProfessionals.org. And on that website, there's a connect button on the top right-hand corner. We definitely encourage you to fill out a form there to connect with us there. We're also on Facebook and Instagram at yp.sda. And if you message us on either of those platforms, a member of our team will actually connect you with your regional director, and they'll get you connected with an ambassador.
Beautiful. There you go. ASI YP, hit it up, AdventistYoungProfessionals.org. Let's get connected and let's be able to share Christ's love and network with each other as we
Amen.
develop as young professionals. Thank you so much, Tim.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
All right, take care.